In the current dynamic geopolitical landscape, President Donald Trump has taken a bold and assertive stance in addressing the long-standing issues that have plagued the United States' economic relations with its international allies. With a vision to rebuild and strengthen America's economic foundations, Trump has highlighted the challenges posed by some European Union countries whose economic practices have inadvertently affected the U.S. economy. In a recent interview with Newsmax, President Trump expressed his concern over the way these so-called friends have been engaging in practices that he believes have been disadvantageous to the United States. For decades, the U.S. has been a cornerstone of global economic stability, often extending a helping hand to other nations in times of need. This generosity, however, has sometimes been met with policies that do not reciprocate the same level of fairness or benefit to the American economy. President Trump has pointed out that for the past 45 years, these practices have contributed to an alarming increase in the U.S. national debt, which now stands at a staggering $36 trillion. The European Union and China have been at the forefront of this economic imbalance, according to the president, who advocates for the return of at least a significant portion of this wealth back to the United States. Political analyst Joseph Diskin has noted that President Trump is genuinely concerned about the ballooning national debt and is actively seeking solutions to manage and reduce it. This debt, if left unchecked, could pose significant challenges to the U.S. economy, creating what some experts describe as a financial pyramid. The cost of servicing this debt is becoming increasingly burdensome, and President Trump is exploring various avenues to bring it under control. One promising approach is to balance trade with Europe and ensure that financial flows are more equitable. Diskin also emphasized that the United States has historically played a pivotal role in rebuilding Europe's economy post-World War II and has borne significant military expenses during the Cold War, which in turn fostered a favorable trade balance for Europe. In a proactive move to address these economic disparities, the Trump administration is considering imposing new tariffs on trillions of dollars worth of foreign goods. This comes as part of a broader strategy to protect American interests and ensure that trade practices are mutually beneficial. Previously, the U.S. had imposed tariffs of 25% on imports from Mexico, Canada, and China, with China's rate reaching 20%. These measures were justified as part of the fight against illegal migration and the illicit supply of fentanyl. Furthermore, the administration introduced mirror tariffs on countries whose duties on American goods exceeded comparable rates. The prospect of new tariffs has prompted varied responses from the international community. Countries such as Canada, China, and the European Union have indicated their readiness to implement countermeasures. The EU, in particular, is expected to unveil its strategic response in the coming weeks. While these developments might seem adversarial, they underscore a critical dialogue about fair trade practices and the need for a balanced economic relationship between nations. Amidst these diplomatic maneuvers, there is a palpable sense of optimism. President Trump's decisive actions are rooted in a forward-thinking vision that prioritizes America's economic resurgence. By addressing trade imbalances and advocating for fairer economic policies, the administration is setting the stage for a more prosperous future. This proactive approach is not just about rectifying past grievances, but also about laying down a robust economic framework for future generations. As we navigate these transformative times, it's important to recognize the potential for constructive change. The emphasis on fair trade, economic stability, and national growth reflects a commitment to a brighter future for all Americans. This is a time for citizens to come together, support initiatives that bolster the nation's economy, and work towards a shared vision of prosperity. We invite you, our valued viewers, to engage with us in this conversation. What are your thoughts on the current economic strategies being pursued by President Trump? Do you believe these measures will lead to a more balanced and prosperous future for America? We would love to hear your insights and opinions, so please share them in the comments section below. Remember, your voice matters and can contribute to shaping the discourse around these critical issues. If you find our content engaging and insightful, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel. By doing so, you'll stay updated on the latest developments and be a part of our growing community. Don't forget to like and share this video with others who might be interested in these important topics. Your support helps us continue to bring you quality content that informs and inspires. In conclusion, President Trump's administration is taking decisive steps to address the economic challenges facing the nation. With a focus on fair trade and reducing the national debt, there is a renewed sense of optimism for the future. These efforts reflect a commitment to ensuring America's long-term prosperity and stability, providing hope for a brighter tomorrow.